Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Echoes of Wisdom, the Timeless Teachings. Today we are going to learn the difference between Bima Ta'maluna Khabir and Khabirun Bima Ta'malun. How they are used in the Quran. What is the reason when Bima Ta'maluna Khabir is used and when Khabirun Bima Ta'maluna is used? So what is the difference? Why Bima Ta'maluna is mentioned first and when Khabirum is mentioned first. So let's see. First, we are going to learn about Bima Ta'maluna Khabir. So let's see the rule. هنالك قانون في القرآن أن الكلام إذا كان على الإنسان أو على عمله يقدم عمله. Example, أولئك أعظم درجة من الذين أنفقوا من بعد وقاتلوا وكلا وعد الله الحسنى والله بما تعملون خبير. Surah Hadid, ayah number 10. Those are greater in degree than they who spent afterwards and fought. But to all, Allah has promised the best reward. And Allah with what you do is acquainted. هذا كله عمل. So what is this rule? There's a rule in the Quran, as we just saw here, هنالك قانون في القرآن. When the subject is about the person or their actions, the actions are mentioned first. Subhanallah. So you can see here, Wallahu bima ta'maluna is khabir. Bima ta'maluna is always used before khabirun, when before in the ayat you see that there is a mention of the persons or about their actions. So those are greater in degree than they who sped afterwards and fought. But to all, Allah has promised the best reward. And Allah with what you do is acquainted. So here you can see the mention of the persons or the people and their actions is mentioned first. So Wallahu bima ta'maluna, with what you do, is used first here, and Khabirun is used in the end. So this is all about the actions. So let's see when Khabirun bima ta'maluna is used in the Quran. So again, you can see there is a rule, or you can say there is this ruling. إذا لم يكن الكلام على الإنسان أو كان الكلام على الله أو على الأمور القلبية يقدم خبرته. See the examples first. وترى الجبال تحسبوها جامدة وهي تمر مر السحاب صنع الله الذي أتقن كل شيء. And you see the mountains, thinking them rigid, while they will pass, as the passing of clouds. It is the work of Allah who perfected all things. Then it says, الكلام أن الله وليس للإنسان قال في ختامها إنه خبير بما تفعلون. The next example is, وأقسموا بالله جحد أيمانهم لئن أمرتهم ليخرجن قل لا تقسموا معروفة إن الله خبير بما تعملون. Surah Nur, ayah 53. And they swear by Allah, their strongest oaths, that if you ordered them, they would go forth in Allah's cause. It is all about hypocrites. Say, do not swear. Such obedience is known. Indeed, Allah is acquainted with that which you do. Hazihi umur qalbiya means this is the matters of the heart. So here, Khabirum bima ta'malun. Whenever you see Khabirum bima ta'malun. So bima ta'maluna is preceded by Khabirum. So when the subject is not the person, or it is all about Allah or matters of the heart, the phrase about Allah's knowledge is mentioned first. Like we saw in the example, Innahu khabirum bima tafalun and Inna Allah khabirum bima ta'malun. So here, and you see the mountains, thinking them rigid, while they will pass as the passing of clouds. It is the work of Allah. It is the work of Allah who perfected all things. So the subject is about Allah and not the person. And thus it concludes with Khabirum first. Innahu Khabirum bima tafalun. In the next example, you see, and they swear by Allah, their strongest oaths, that if you ordered them, they would go forth in Allah's cause. Say, do not swear. Such obedience is known. Indeed, Allah is acquainted with that which you do. These are the matters of the heart. هذه أمور قلبية. So here you can see if the matters are from the heart, or there is a mention of Allah and His Qudrat, then you see that Khabirum is used first. The subject is about Allah and not the person or their actions, and thus it can conclude, and it will conclude with Khabirum bima tafalun, Khabirum bima ta'malun, like that. So the phrase bima ta'maluna khabir is used when the subject is about the person or their actions. And the phrase khabirum bima ta'maluna is used with khabir first, is used when the subject is about Allah or matters of the heart. Like we saw in the example when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking about the hypocrites and what was in their heart, that they were not sincere with their intentions and what they have said. So the matters of the heart when you see that Khabiram bima ta'maluna is used. I hope this will benefit you. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.